had an opportunity to talk with Baltimore's own Chef Benny Gordon. We talked about how he brought his rich legacy and concepts here to J&K Jazz Cafe. Chef Benny Gordon, you have a really rich legacy in the Baltimore area.
I actually started at a young age cooking at a restaurant, and just from there it was just been my passion. And when I say that, it's like you can do food and you can do food, but if you're passionate about it, it's like anything you're passionate about, it's going to come across. And from a grassroots, as far as my family and all, that's my mother cooks, my father cooks, they came from a big family, and everybody in the family cooks. So I didn't know I was abnormal to like have every day like Thanksgiving, you know. And from there, it's just touching people's lives. I get to touch everybody's life. Everybody has to eat. I don't care where you're from, what you do, you all have to eat. And that's just been my window to the world. I don't want to be like everybody else. For instance, I want to go, how is Chef Benny different than everybody else? And then how can I touch people's lives and embrace what they do and incorporate it to what I do and have that come across into food? Let's say if a saxophonist played a jazz, you know, solo for you, and you know, I say Kim Waters. I mean, nobody else can play it like Kim. Imagine if I did that with a food, where I actually did Jazz Cafe, where I actually took a real saxophone and had shrimp coming out of the saxophone. You know what I mean? So I had some light jazz playing in the background, but the way that I did the flavors and the smells and everything, it's almost like I did that solo for you.
We're back now with Chef Benny Gordon, who's going to show us how to prepare some of the delicious dishes in his book, The Heart of Cooking. So, Benny, you got wonderful looking layout here, great looking food. It smells fantastic already. You haven't even started, but where would you start to prepare this meal?
Well, first thing we want to do is start off with fresh ingredients. So what I have here is some chicken. I have some skinless, boneless chicken breasts.
Right.
I have some skinless, boneless thighs. And then you can see here I have lots of spices and herbs, and I have some asparagus and vegetables and things like that. This is just regular vegetable oil, okay? And that's actually some vegetable oil we have there, okay? And we have some more here. And this is a little bit of olive oil.
Okay, so you're using literally a mixture of two different kinds of oil.
And I'm just doing this for this particular flavor that I want to get. And now here I have some Caribbean jerk seasoning.
Ooh.
Okay. Now in the book I have a bunch of variations. So what we're going to do is this. See here what I'm doing now. I'm laying the chicken in, and this is the side that you want to actually see first. So that way it's grilling, like, so you see how I have everything in there. And then here in another pan, what we're going to do.
Another pan also preheated.
Right, preheated. I'm going to put, this is just some chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
That's all this is.
So no oil there?
No, no oil here.
Okay, now what are we putting in here?
Now all this really is coleslaw. You know, like pretty much like you see in the book.
Good old common variety coleslaw, okay.
And what I'm doing here is just showing you like different things that you can do. So like you can have different kind of wines, but I like a nice red wine to give it like a more robust flavor. But let's say you can also, if you're doing a lemon chicken, we can add some cream, okay? But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you another thing that I do, all right? So being it's gonna be a lemon chicken, we're gonna add that to the chicken. And what that's gonna do is start to make its own sauce.
Now what was this that we just put on?
Well, this is the trick I'm showing you.
Okay.
What that actually is some pumpkin creamer. Okay? Because what we want to do is have this cook in the oven.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to cook this in the oven.
All right.
Okay.
So that goes into the oven.
Right.
And at what temperature in the oven?
Now, what you want to do is cook it at about 350, 300.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you see how what I've done is, this is a chicken that's already done.
Okay.
So basically it's the chicken breast. What I did was fan it out. Okay? Now, in here
comes the coleslaw.
Right. But what we're going to do here is, see that? Okay. See this? All this is lemon linguine pasta.
Okay, just prepared normal linguine style.
Right, and I just added some cherry tomatoes. And what I did here is, we could take the pasta, okay? And you see how we did that? Okay, and then from there, you want to have your sauce. Now see, this has come out the oven, Okay.
Okay.
And that's how you want your essence to be.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do, this sauce is still a lemon sauce, but it's has a little bit of pumpkin spice to it or whatever.
Smells magic.
Right. And you see how the presentation is? That's it.
Yeah, one of the things that I like about what you've done here in the presentation is that it's visually attractive.
Right.
And visually appealing.
Right.
As well as being, the aromas are wonderful, and this is obviously delicious, and I can't wait to taste this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Benny Gordon. What's up, Doctor? Go ahead, do your thing, man.
And welcome back. We're cooking with Chef Benny Gordon, and we're also joined now by one of the very early cooking influences in his life, his aunt, Edith Howard Henry. Welcome to you both. And Edith, tell us, how did Benny first get interested in cooking?
Well, there are a few kids who are born with a silver spoon in their mouth, but Benny was born with a stainless steel tablespoon in his right hand and a ladle in his left.
Let's get started. Well, this particular dish is going to be a salmon dish, and I'm going to do different variations of it. So I'm going to do a salmon and champagne sauce, and I'm going to do a barbecue salmon. Okay.
Oh.
So what we're going to do here is we have I have some filet of salmon.
Right.
Okay, already filleted.
Right.
And what I have here is a little bit of dill. We're going to sprinkle that on it.
Okay.
Okay. And on this one, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic and herb, and all it is just regular garlic and herb that you can buy. And what I'm trying to do is do things where people have access to it. Now on this other one,
Sort of things that you would find in your cupboard.
Right. Yeah, without
And
making
just experiment.
Right. Or you can go to the store and then they have some really nice things out now that you can really do. Now this is what I'm going to do is put the seaside up, because the seaside, the actual side closest to the bone and all, is the side you want down first, because that's going to be the prettier side.
Okay.
In this pan here, we're going to take a little bit of champagne.
Champagne, aha.
Or you can use white wine and all, but right now we're using a little bit of, so this one, we're going to put a little bit of white wine.
That smells good.
And then in the other one, we're going to take a red wine.
Okay, a little different character here,
Right.
red wine.
Right, okay. So one's going to be for the barbecue salmon, and one's going to be for the salmon and champagne. Now what we want to do here, for the barbecue, you're going to see, I'm going to put some of the peppers and all here, okay? And then we're going to take the salmon and put it right on top.
Beautiful. That just looks beautiful.
Okay.
Wow.
And the aroma.
And the aroma's wonderful, isn't it?
And then what you want to do...
It's really interesting that you're continually experimenting and encourage our viewers to experiment. Use the things you have around the house. If you get an idea, try it. You might like it, right?
Right, and that's what I do. And then I garnish it, see this? Some cornbread croutons. And that's all you have to do.
Yeah!